Oh yeah, what up sports fans? This is HipHoppa here, and you're watching Hoppa's Hip Tips, baby. That's right. It's special Friday the 13th. Uh, what is it? Friday the 13th, New Bloods Review, release day edition of Hoppa's Hip Tips. And, yes, my face and my voice are not synced up, and there's a reason for that. I recorded this earlier, and I had a special guest on the show, which was Alex Blunt from Visceral Expression. He's the founder of Visceral Expression. We were on a Discord. We were on Discord talking about this, and obviously it didn't record any of the audio. So that's user error. That's my fault. I apologize, but that's what happened. Anyway. So I'm just gonna voice over this mother effer here, and we're gonna try to get this New Blood review done. You know what I mean? So anyway, I was gonna try to use the app for this entire vid, because usually I switch between the app and the website. So I was gonna try to use the app, but anyway. Kate has just recruited 4 new challengers to boost the clan's ranks. Zip, the incredible Jungo who lacks for nothing, or almost nothing. Mavi, who's just swelled the ranks of the Komboka with her knowledge of the blah blah blah. BumDoe, the Riots imposing dynamo elephant. I think that's supposed to be a Dumbo reference. We talked about Mavi. Yeah, friggin' BumDoe. You're going to be able to charge with your La Junta soldiers. Ed 25 is finally ready. And as everyone feared, he's going to make some noise. So those are the 4 new bloods today. So La Junta, Riots, Komboka, and friggin' Jungo. And a pretty good bunch of new bloods today, I gotta say. And here we're just bantering about the new bloods. So, but yeah, pretty nice new bloods. There are two uncommons, a rare, and a common today. And on uncommon days, double uncommon days like this, it's pretty nice because then you at least have a pretty good chance of pulling at least one of the new bloods. You know what I mean? Better than you do on like a double rare day. You know what I mean? But anyway. As always, we look at White Dragon 11's amazing release day presets to guide us here. So thanks to White Dragon 11 for his awesome release day presets. So here we are. What do we got? Yeah, so I'm sorry that the audio didn't work. It's probably my fault. I don't know how to do audio. I'm not an audio tech. Anyway, Zip here is the Jungo 2-star today. He's an uncommon, and he's an 8/4 friggin' 2-star. That's crazy. And then with his bonus, he can make a friggin' 6-life gap. Riddick. Now the drawback with him, of course, is he's kind of like Nega D Legend, basically, right? Because he has defeat +1 opponent life. So basically, if you lose the round with this guy, your opponent gains a life. And, that's not the worst backlash I've ever seen. But, it's significant. I mean, because, basically you're giving your opponent one more gap, plus they're hitting you for, you're giving them +1 gap, and they're hitting you for however much they hit you for. So this is one of those. So this is, like I said, this is like Nega D Legend. It's a must-win card, right? It's like you have to win with this card, otherwise you're gonna get dinged. You know what I mean? But again, you know, he's basically an 8-6. I mean, he's an 8-power 2-star that makes a 6-life gap. You gotta love that, right? So yeah, very, very nice card for Jungo, in my opinion. And but again, I don't know how I feel about these must-win cards, right? Like, you know, you have to win with it or it hurts you. I don't like cards like that. I'd much rather have a traditional backlash card that, like, you know, when you win with it, it hurts you, rather than, you know, if you lose with it, it hurts you. So I guess I don't know. I guess it's kind of like what's his face from Berserk, Xantiax Rob. It's a lot like Xantiax Rob CR too. I guess he was kind of the first one that was that way, huh? Because if you lose with Xantiax Rob, you can be in a world of hurt, right? Because he's going to blast you for 3, plus you know, on top of whatever your opponent hits you for. Negati Legend is the same way, kind of. If you know, if your opponent hits, you know, beats your Negati Legend, you lose 4 life on top of whatever your opponent hits you for. And now we've got friggin' this guy that'll knock another point off you, in addition to what your opponent hits you for. So that's kind of the deal with this guy. Like I said, following in the tradition of Negati and Xantiax Rob CR. So yeah. Anyway, enough about this guy though. Are we done with him yet? Friggin' A. I guess Al Blunt and I were talking a lot about this guy. Anyway, but yeah, definitely a nice card for Jungo. Nice little 2-star. Probably going to be the 2-star of choice, I would say. So then I tried to go back here, and it kicked me all the way back to the beginning. So I was like, screw this. I'm gonna go to the website, because the website has what I need. The website treats me right. I don't know, the app's just difficult. It's like, it's good for gameplay. That's about all it's good for. I like to look at all the other stuff on the actual website. It just seems to work better that way, for me personally. Anyway, so we got Zip, and we got, who's next here? It's Mavi, baby. Mavi for the Komboka. So she's an uncommon Komboka card. And she's a 2-star. And she's a 7-2 with friggin' stop opponent ability. Delish. I gotta say, that's a nice card for Komboka, for sure. I think Komboka could use another good 2-star. Obviously, you have Kupanda already. Kupanda is definitely the 2-star of choice, but I think this chick's going to be a close second. And as Alex Blunt pointed out in our first video, in her first level art, she's like playing with the blue crab. And then in her second level art, she's like turned it into her sword and shield. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, nice little 7-2 SOA card. Very nice. And in fact, you know, she along with Pavam now, you can have dual SOA for Komboka, so that's really nice. Again, I do think Kupanda obviously is the go-to 2-star for Komboka, but she does get the ban sometimes, and when she does, you're going to use this chick. And, you know, you could even use both of them side by side for that matter, right? So I think Mavi's definitely like a second. I think she's a close second to Kupanda as far as the 2-star slot. What are the other 2-stars? You've got Adishia Legend, who's, you know, so-so. I think I'd definitely take Mavi over Adicia Legend at this point. And I guess they've got Bakum, right? She's a decent 2-star if you're looking for damage. If you're looking for damage out of your 2-star spot, you definitely go with her. But I think for all-around versatility, it's definitely Kupanda and Mavi here. So very nice card for the Komboka. And next up, of course, we got friggin' Ed 25, baby. So he's going for friggin' 465 grand there. He's the big rare of the day. And he's a 5-star Junta with, well, let's see, he's an 8/7 with +1 attack per pills left. So basically he's like, he has Ed 12 base stats of 8/7 and then Ed 13's attack manipulation. Although it's a little different than Ed 13's attack manipulation because it's based on your pills. So Ed 13 has growth attack, and this guy you're actually going to get, you're actually going to want to use him on rounds 1 or 2 probably to maximize his attack manipulation, and so for that reason, he's a little different. He works a little different than Ed 13. Ed 13 you want to wait and use his attack manipulation after it grows on round 3 or 4. And this guy you're going to want to use on round 1 or 2, which is a little problematic because I don't really like to toss my 5-star on, early, generally. You kind of want to save them for later. So that's a little problematic. But you can also use this guy. Well, so the other thing is, in EFC mode, I'm not sure you'd want to use this guy in EFC mode necessarily. I think there are better options, such as Walker, for example. I think he works a little better in EFC mode, and even Blaine, I think, is better than this guy in EFC mode. Blaine's got basically the same stats, but also has SOA. I guess Ed 25 here does deal 2 more damage than Blaine, and Walker for that matter, but I think those cards are going to work better in EFC mode. So this guy's more of like a T2 tourney type card or a T3 survivor card. I think he's going to work better there. And I mentioned that I'd actually take MFCR over this guy in T3. If you have to choose between the two, I think I'd definitely go with MF. But yeah, you can also use this guy's semi-evoed at 4 stars, so that's kind of nice too. Although, well, I don't know though. At 4 stars, he's a friggin' he's a 6/7. So that 6 power worries me a little bit. As a 4-star, I don't know. I mean, because if you get hit with SOA, that six powers, you're dead basically. So for that reason, I probably wouldn't play this as a 4-star semi-evo in EFC mode. There are much more solid cards like Brian or even Ed 13, because he has 7 power, which is going to be a little more useful if you get hit with SOA than Ed 25 here. So I think that 6 power is a little problematic at 4 stars personally. So I'm not sure I'd play him at 4 stars, but maybe. I don't know. If that's your thing, go for it. Because he retains his damage at 4 stars, so he's still, like, hits for 9, which is ridiculous for a 4-star. You know, so so he still has some utility, obviously, at the 4-star spot if you have you know, if you can get him through, get that 9 damage in, you know what I mean? But yeah, I would definitely probably play this guy at 5-star in EFC, and even then there are other 5-stars I'd use probably. So anyway, back to White Dragon 11's preset here. We got our final card today, which is BumDoe. That's right, BumDoe. Probably one of the worst names ever, but whatevs. That's his name. He's the common of the bunch here. He's obviously a Dumbo reference. And he is a big old 5-star again. He's a 7/5, which you say those aren't really great stats for a 5-star, but he has brawl, power, and damage +1. So that makes him pretty ridiculous. So basically he can be, with his full brawl activated, he can be an 11/9, which is ridiculous. Let's check him out here. Oh, and he can also be used semi-evo, by the way, as a 4-star. So that's kind of unusual for a common card to be able to semi-evo. So that's nice. But at 4 stars though, the problem is at 4 stars, I don't think he's that great. He's a 6/4 base stats. And you look at someone like Agnes, who's also a 4-star. She has 6/6 base stats. And so I would probably use Agnes over this guy at 4 stars personally. But at 4 stars he's a 6/4, and even if he gets half of his bonus, even if he gets half of his brawl, he's what? That makes him an 8/6, I guess. I'd still rather have Agnes at her. She's a 9/6 basically with her ability. So, yeah, I don't think this guy's really great as a semi-evo 4-star, but if you want to use him that way, go for it. But at 5 stars, he can be a friggin' 11/9 with his full brawl activated. And even at half brawl, like if you're fighting a split deck, he's still going to be a 9/7. That's still pretty nice. So basically like Pericles level, but without the growth. So yeah, pretty decent 5-star I think for Riots. And obviously he's a common card, so he's got some vulnerabilities. SOA kind of nerfs him quite a bit. Makes him a 7/5 5-star, which, yeah, not the greatest. But he's also got that nice Riots safety net of +1 pills that you get back if you lose. So yeah, I think BumDoe's a pretty decent common card. But yeah, he is a common though, and commons aren't always the greatest. So that's BumDoe in a nutshell, I guess. And so I do think he's better at 5 stars. And actually, at 5 stars, if you have his full brawl activated, he can hit for 9, and I think that's the highest damage of any of the other Riots cards. I don't think any Riots cards go above 8, maybe. I think Pericles is a 9/8 when he's fully growthed. But you got what's his name? What's his face? Balthasar's the 6-powered one, 6 damage one. Anyway, those are your new bloods. Like I said, it's a double it's a double uncommon day. So your chances of pulling a new blood are good, pretty high. So it might be a good day to buy some new bloods, you know what I'm saying? And we will buy one here presently. But first things first. So we got some nice 2-stars too. That's good. We got a couple 2s and a couple 5s. So a couple 2s for EFC mode and a couple 5s for maybe T2 or T3. But let's check out the missions now. I always like to check out the release day missions, and I've been having, I don't know about you guys, I've been having trouble like actually completing all the legend missions. It's kind of a lot every week now. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I used to do like I used to try to do all the legend missions and all the new blood missions, and and now I'm kind of having trouble keeping up. I think the last 3 missions, last week's legend missions that ended last night, I did 2 out of 3 of those. I was only able to do 2 out of 3 of those. I don't know how many of these I'll get done or not. We'll see. But so the first mission here is the Yakuza call him Yang Dao. So that's win 75 rounds with the Jungo in ELO mode. And of course you don't have to have Zip to finish that mission at all. So that's nice. And winning rounds isn't too difficult in, because even you can still lose the match and still get mission points, still win a round or 2. You know what I mean? So that shouldn't be too difficult of a mission to take care of. Next up, you got Fusion. Win 35 fights through KOs in survivor mode. That's interesting because it's not clan specific, so you can do that with any of the clans, and obviously you don't need any of the new bloods to finish that one. So win 35 fights through KOs in survivor mode. That will take you a while, so just keep that in mind. That will take you a while, although pretty much anytime you're winning in survivor mode, it's probably going to be a KO. Anytime you win a fight, it's probably going to be a KO, because I mean you're playing with huge, 4 and 5-star cards that deal a lot of damage. So, but that will take a little while. So settle in for that one. Next we have Elephant in the Room. Inflict 400 damage with the Riots. 400 damage is a fair bit, so that'll take you a little while. And of course, like I said, BumDoe deals the most damage of any Riots, so that will help you if you're trying to do this 400 damage mission. But it's not necessary to have BumDoe in your deck. You can do it with some of the other cards. They have some decent damagers. 6 and 7 damage cards, so you should be able to finish it with those. And lastly, Bakum is secretly Yegan's daughter. Dun dun dun. So there you go. We're revealing Komboka secrets now. So that's win 60 fights using at least 2 Komboka, which again, that shouldn't be too big a deal. And of course, you don't need the new. You don't need is it Molly? You don't need the new Komboka card to finish that one. So that's nice. And I always like to use the Komboka as much as I can anyway, just because I'm still working on their 1,000 fights mission. I will be for a while. So got to get those fights in there with the Komboka. So winning 60 fights, that'll take a while. It'll definitely take a while. So I've been using them in EFC mode this week, and actually I'm kind of sad because I'm almost finished with their other mission. Which mission was that? I forget. Oh yeah, it's their ELO their EFC mission. Komboka op. So anyway, or no, Komboka up. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Those are your missions this week, and I of course I have all the legends because I was around when they first introduced legends, so I've just kept on top of all the legends and kept gotten every legend as they've been released. So I basically get 7 creds per mission done. So anyway, it's time, my friends, to buy a pack in the shop. And I think we're just going to buy one today. Just one new blood pack. So sometimes I buy 5 or so when it's like a special release, like maybe when they release a sister or something like that, but a Komboka sister or things like that. But today I'm just buying one. So what do we get? Let's see here. Y'all ready for this? See if we got any of the new bloods here. We got Kubra, we got Kaiserin is our rare today, so not bad. Pavam and Yagan and Mads. Okay, so none of the new ones for us. I've actually been hitting the sales pretty hard lately because they've had a lot of new blood sales. I did that one last week for where you buy 6 and get 3 free. So I'm actually the only new bloods I don't have now are the ones that they released this week and Pleaxed from last week, the Sacrum 2-star. So I'm pretty full on new bloods right now. So that's why I only bought 1 pack today. So next week we'll have at least 5 new bloods in the pool that we don't have, so that'll be nice. Well, 5 plus the next 4 that they release next release. So we'll have 8 that we don't actually have, so that'll be nice. Replenish the pool there. But anyway, so yeah, those are your new bloods today, my friends, and I'm sorry you didn't get to hear from Alex Blunt. He's a great guy, and we had a nice convo during this session. So I'm sorry you didn't get to hear from him, but check him out on Discord. He's active on Discord, and hopefully I'll be able to have him on the show one of these days. But anyway, that didn't work out, unfortunately. But my name's HipHoppa, as you know, and this has been Hoppa's Hip Tips. So please like and subscribe if this was helpful for you. And if you are subscribed, ring the bell so that you get notifications. And I will be back a little later today with some hot, steamy EFC action, of course, because that's what I do every single damn day. I get my EFC, I get my 10 games of EFC in. So look for that, and also subscribe to our couples chat channel if you haven't yet. I'll leave the link in the description below. Go visit that and give them a subscribe, help them out. I'd appreciate it. And other than that, that's our show today, guys. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next vid. Thank you all so much, and goodbye.